All right, so we gave y'all our last meeting. We gave you some homework. It wasn't required, but to just review your communication plans. Really, this short answer is your touch points. How do you touch your customers? How do you communicate with them? Okay? Because today we're talking about brand essence, which really is the orchestration of the whole experience with your customers. But just to recap, we already talked about a brand, and y'all promised last time that during the presentation, you would only believe a brand is this definition. It's the message that the customer perceives about the product, which may be something altogether different than the message the marketer intended to send. Now, we were talking about brand harmony. Brand harmony and brand essence helps you orchestrate this whole experience. And brand harmony is just the idea that the strength of the customer's brand impression is driven not by how many times the customer sees your ad or how clever that ad is, because people write some really clever ads, but it's by how well all experiences this customer has with your product blend to a sensible cumulative story. If we say we're the best real estate company in town and have the highest level of service, but a guest walks in the lobby and the receptionist or whoever's there doesn't greet them with the best service, instantly the customer thinks, this isn't the best real estate company. So you have to think about, and this is something that drives me crazy, is when you call someone and say, hello? Oh, hey, is Julie Sarkis there? Yeah. Like, I'm instantly disappointed that it could be a business call. Hey, this is Julie, or hey, this is Jenny. How can I help you? Just how you answer the phone sometimes changes the entire direction of a conversation. It's pretty amazing. So let's talk about what essence isn't. Essence is not David Beckham cologne. That's not how we get brand essence. If you want to smell like David Beckham, spray that on yourself. But you're going to need to get some tattoos. You're going to need to date a Spice Girl, be a world-class soccer player to really have that whole experience. But we are not talking about that kind of essence today. What we are talking about is brand essence. And I like the Grateful Dead, listen to a lot of their music, and I'm going to tie back into this quote. But someone way back when asked Jerry Garcia, how did you set out to be the best, rock band? And Jerry said, we didn't want to be the best at what we did. We wanted to be the only ones doing what we did. I think we probably all agree that no one still has ever really done what they did. So I wanted to read you a quick story from the book Brand Harmony. And there are 3 hurdles, according to Steve Yastro, that customers have to get over or overcome before you can have brand harmony and brand essence. And he says, first, it must be something the customer clearly understands. The customer must say to themselves, I get it. I get it is a function of how strong the brand harmony is. Secondly, the message must be meaningful. The customer must not only say, I get it, they must also say, I want it. Third, the message must differentiate the product. They must not only say, I get it and I want it, they must say, I can't find it anywhere else. If anybody can sell real estate and customers don't care about wanting it and getting it and not finding it anywhere else, they could literally call up anybody and get very, very basic service. But people call y'all because they get it and they want it and they can't get that level of service anywhere else. That's why y'all are successful, because y'all care about your customer's experience and helping them. And when you understand that, customers really appreciate that. We've said this a lot of times. When we follow up with clients, or you go on an appointment and say, Guy, I realize you bought this house with so-and-so. You're tell me about your experience. Why aren't you re-listening with them? I haven't heard from them in 5 years. What kind of experience is that? Never followed up with their past client. That happens 80% of the time. Anybody ever listed a house that someone else sold that's still in the business? It happens a lot. People don't relist with the agent they used for a lot of different reasons. But the number one reason is that agent didn't understand what that customer wanted. And most of them really just want communication. They just want someone to listen and talk to them. It is really that basic. And yet, I thought that was really great. Be the only person doing it. So many people never follow up. So many people never call. Some of the easiest things to do, people don't do them. And if you do the easy things that no one's doing, you'll be one of the only ones doing it. So what is brand essence? It's the shared soul of your product, your brand. It's the spark that you present in every experience that a customer has with you and your business. You could call it the DNA of your brand. It's that glue that holds everything you're doing together to make it possible so a customer understands why you're different. So that customer says, I get it, I want it, and I can't find it anywhere else. That's what brand essence is. It reinforces each other. Who remembers this campaign? It's the economy, stupid. So Bill Clinton ran his campaign on in 92. And that is brand essence. That message was so portable, and people say, I get it, I want it, and no one else could deliver it. And he ran his whole campaign on, it's the economy, stupid. And do y'all know who, do you remember who actually was one of his campaign writers or managers? It was the Raging Cajun, James. Right. Who also, I'll have to check this up, y'all can Google it. I think he helped George W. Bush with some of his campaign messaging too, because he got it. James Corwell knew at that time what the citizens of the United States cared about the most and what they wanted. They wanted somebody who got them. And so what did they say? It's the economy, stupid. Like, that is sounds like the worst message ever, but people got it and it worked. And brand essence is the underlying, it's the it-ness of the brand that does everything and delivers. Something that simple. Now, we talked 2 weeks ago about your brand being portable, right? If I tell you what I do, can you then tell someone else what I do? You couldn't go anywhere. Google It's the Economy, Stupid, and just see how many people have searched for that, how many pictures. It's crazy. It was one of the easiest messages. If you get on Saturday Night Live, that is brand essence. You have reached marketing and brand greatness when they start saying it's the economy, stupid. But at the end of the day, it worked, and that's what really matters the most. So to break down brand essence, this is what we want you all to be thinking about, is embrace the experiences that you want your customers to have. And this is a really, really simple one. If you're taking a client out for the first time and you want to have a cold bottle of water in the back seat and a pack of crackers, that is so simple. That's a great experience. And so think about those experiences when you meet them here at the office for the first time. That's one of the reasons why we have this office set up and there's water upstairs. When someone's rushed or they want to feel relaxed, help them have an experience and embrace that process. And be yourself. Be the brand. As Will said last week, Oscar Wilde said, be yourself, everyone else is taken. No one else is like y'all. Y'all are all individuals, and you all have something unique about your own personality and style. So just embrace those experiences you want your customers to have. It does not have to be expensive. all these little experiences are really, really simple. And I think y'all would probably agree that it's always the simple things that make a real difference. It's not necessarily the expensive things. But think about those. Great marketing is not complicated. Marketing is just about orchestrating the experiences that your customers have with your product or services, which you are the product and you provide that service in helping them buy and sell real estate. So you've got to find a way that's easy for you to have some great experiences, to be yourself, and orchestrate all that. It doesn't have to be complicated or overly complex. People are the most effective communicators of brand messages. We go back to it's the economy, stupid, right? They didn't even have to advertise that. The first commercial, people were blabbing off, it's the economy, stupid. It's so easy. Why is this? It's because customers are more attuned to interactions they have with other people than they are to interactions with inanimate objects, such as ads, brochures, or web pages. When I tell you about what I do, and that's easily understood, and you want it, you get it, and realize you can't find it anywhere else, that's easy for that person to tell someone else what I do. And that's your goal in building referrals, is making it really easy for your clients and friends and your network to share with other people, I love working with Alan. It's real estate, stupid. It's not that hard. Whatever your message is, they need to understand your experience, and it needs to be portable and simple. But I do want to clarify, these things are still really important. That is part of marketing. Ads, marketing yourself, pictures, video. But to understand that people are the most important part of that process, it's what do they take away from that ad, that brochure or web page? What is the message that they're leaving with after they read it or watch it? And so the challenge is take a look at your marketing pieces, your systems, and the overall customer experience that you want your clients to have. Because if they're not working together to create the experience that you want, then think about making some changes. It's not that hard. We tend to overcomplicate processes and want to really, wow someone with this great presentation. Sometimes these small little experiences are what really matter the most. Being on time, showing up, doing what you say you're going to do, and communicating throughout the whole process. Communication is the biggest key. Facebook ads, videos, emails, drip campaigns, that's a method of communication. So make sure that the message you're sending out through those different forms of communication are consistent with what you're actually saying when you're with clients. Because when you're with clients and when you're talking to them, that's the most valuable time. Those other forms of communication are to help you get that face-to-face appointment with the client so you can talk to them. So review those. If you've got questions, we're happy to meet with you, help you think about making changes to your experience or creating your own experience with your clients. Being the brand, though, is not easy. It's something you have to work at every day. But if you commit to trying to achieve brand harmony, we know it'll pay dividends on your investment. And just remember, it's a long-term investment in yourself because you are the brand, you are the product, and being yourself is the best way you can be successful. And so think about what kind of experiences you want to add around that so your customers can help you find more customers and grow your business to be successful for a long term. So appreciate you all being here today, and we'll send this out if you have any questions. And if you want us to review this with you, or if you have any ideas, hey, this is just crazy, it's probably not. Come ask us. If it's crazy, we won't tell you to your face. But that's what makes y'all different. And that's what we love about real estate so much, is you are free to be yourself every day. Exactly. If something doesn't work, try something else. There are a lot of choices out there, but people have a hard time making choices when all these different products and services make it hard for them to understand what should they choose. You go in the gas station, there's more coolers than ever. God, I mean, how many different Cokes? I can come home with the wrong Coke like every day. There's so many different choices. But if you stand out, and it's easy for people to say, I get it. I understand what Ruthie's about. I want it. I want to work with Ruthie. And that's what matters the most. And when they realize that there's no one else like Ruthie, how could they choose someone else if that's what they want, they get it, and they realize there's not another agent like Ruthie. There's not an agent like John, like Matt, like all of you. And so that's why we believe in branding so much. Not just the visual aspect, but helping you understand how you're different and unique than other agents, because that's what customers are looking for. They're looking for that connection. So you want to make it easy for them to connect with you for real estate services.